It's super simple to create nice little to-do lists that update automatically whenever you mark the checkbox. You can add different locations, pop out calendar for dates, and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a basic table that allows you to schedule your Fall Fest activities. And before we get started, if you're looking for something more robust and automated, make sure to check out my automated task tracker. All right, so I went ahead and just deleted the table. We're going to select columns A through D, go to Format, Convert to Table, and then now let's rename it as Fall Fest. So Fall Fest. We'll click on this little table menu drop down, change the color header to orange or whatever color you want it to be. And then here in column 1, we're going to say activity, column 2, date, column 3, place, column 4, completed. All right, so for the activity, it's always going to be a text. So we'll click on the little caret, go to edit column type, text. Date will always be a date. So we'll click on the little caret, go to edit column type, date, date. For place, we're going to click on the little caret, go to edit column type, smart chips, place. And then for completed, we're going to make it a checkbox. So we'll click on the little checkbox, go to edit column type, checkbox. And now we're mostly done. So let's go ahead and add some items. So we'll say apple picking, haunted house, and picnic. You can add whatever you want. Now for the dates, since we have it in this date form, you can simply double click and select whatever date you want from the pop-out calendar. So I'll say that we're doing this on the 17th. Haunted house, we'll say we're doing that on the 24th, and a picnic on the 27th. Now for place, this is going to act as a search engine for Google Maps. So all you have to do is just type it out. So I can type out Harvest Moon, and it says Harvest Moon Farm and Orchard. That's where we're going to go. For haunted house, we'll put Blood Manor. And for picnic, we're going to say Central Park. So since you have these listed, you can simply click into it, and it will open up automatically in a different window. Or you can open a preview, and it will show you little space details and things like that. So you can get the address and the hours and such without ever leaving the spreadsheet. And then from there, all we have to do is set up the conditional formatting, so that way whenever it's checked, it will be scratched out. So I'm going to select A through D, go to Format, Conditional Formatting. Where it says Format Cells If, I'm going to drop down to Custom Formula Is. Now I'm going to type equals $D1 equals true. And one thing that's super important is that the 1 has to match the 1 right here. If you have a 2 right here and a 1 right here, then it will be offset by 1. So make sure those match, and then also make sure you only have the $ in front of the column and not the row. Now we're going to change it to not have a background, change it to a gray color, and strike through. We'll hit done. So now whenever I mark it as completed, it will be turned gray and strike through. The reason why we're using true as the condition is because a checkbox is just true or false on the back end. So when it's blank, it's false. And when it's checked, it's true. And that's it for a basic to-do list. If you want something more in-depth, check out my automated task tracker. I'll link it down in the description. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, and like and comment for more.